Hey everyone, welcome back to Flavors of the World by Anna. Today's video is a little different, but oh so exciting for my coffee lovers and a little bit frustrating. I finally got my hands on the SR800 home coffee roaster and I'm going to unbox it, give you my first impressions, and roast my very first batch of green coffee beans right here in my kitchen. Let's get started. Besides the machine itself, I also ordered two different packages of coffee beans, one called Around the World and the other one Eastern Organic. These are small bags that are perfect for trying different coffee profiles. Coffee Bean Coral also sent me this small notebook to keep track of my roasts and a few bags with valves for keeping the beans fresh after roasting them. Those come in very handy. Now let's see what comes in the package. We have the glass roasting chamber, which is very delicate and can break really easy, so you have to be careful with it. We then have the top, the lid, which is also a chaff collector. And here the frustration came. They sent it taped, and this tape did not want to come off. I tried everything, it would just rip, and the top got sticky. And yeah, I wish they had a better design for it or like a different kind of tape. I gave up in the end. A small scoop, and then the base of the machine, which is pretty much the brains of it. It is extremely easy to set it up. You just put the chamber on top of the base. This lid comes in two parts that connect together, and you just put them on top again with these two prongs hugging the handle. It does not lock in place, so you have to be really careful that it can fall and break. After rinsing it well and wiping it dry, I took out my green coffee beans, and here you can see which ones came in the sample packages. These are small bags that you can roast one whole one at a time, and each one of them was from a different country with a different flavor profile. I could argue that the most important factor for a good coffee is for it to be freshly roasted. So, for those coffee snobs out there, get yourself a small roasting machine. I decided to go ahead and roast this one first, but split the bag in half just because I wasn't familiar with the machine and didn't want to ruin the whole bag in case that would have happened. In retrospect, I believe it would have been better to use the whole bag as this amount felt too little for the machine. And I feel like the beans did not get roasted 100% right because of that. I tried to keep it simple, just a basic medium roast to start. I began with the fan on high to get the beans moving and gradually increase the heat. You can see how the beans start jumping all around, and I'm going to speed up just so that you can see how they change color from green beans to that beautiful brown shade. Around the 5-minute mark, I started to hear the first crack. Super exciting. I adjusted the heat a bit to slow things down and hit that perfect medium roast zone. You see me using this website where I pretty much enter the basic info like bean name and weight. I press start when I start the machine. Then I tap first crack when you hear the first popping sounds, and then the tool automatically calculates the development ratio, weight loss, and so on. You press stop as you finish the roast, cool your beans, and weigh them again. It captures the weight loss percentage, roast date, and other details. I take a screenshot to save my roasting sessions each time for future reference. I just hit the cooling button, and this takes 3 minutes to cool the beans down and stop them from getting further roasted. This is the chaff I was talking about, and the machine collects it in the top lid. You can discard it afterwards. Okay, the beans are done, they cool down. The smell in my kitchen is absolutely amazing, like fresh popcorn meets caramel and toasted nuts. I could already tell I was going to get addicted to it, which already has happened. So there you have it, my first roast with the SR800. I was impressed even if it wasn't perfect. The first time it got way better with the batches that I've roasted afterwards. It's super easy to use. It roasts evenly if you know what you're doing, and the cleanup is not too bad either. As you can see, some of them didn't roast properly. The small one is not roasted, or they had some defects like burnt ends or broken beans. I discarded those. After labeling my bag, I allowed the beans to rest for about 5-6 days, or as long as you have patience for, and then you can brew them and enjoy. If you liked this video and you love coffee, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Maybe share it with your friends. Happy roasting, and I'll see you again next time.